Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence. Half the world is composed of people who have something to say and can't, and the other half who have nothing to say and keep on saying it. Never be bullied into silence. Never allow yourself to be made a victim. Accept no one's definition of your life, define yourself. By faithfully working 8 hours a day you may eventually get to be boss and work 12 hours a day. The brain is a wonderful organ, it starts working the moment you get up in the morning and does not stop until you get into the office. A bank is a place where they lend you an umbrella in fair weather and ask for it back when it begins to rain. These woods are lovely, dark, and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Poetry is when an emotion has found its thought and the thought has found words. The heart can think of no devotion greater than being shore to the ocean, holding the curve of one position, counting an endless repetition. The reason why worry kills more people than work is that more people worry than work. A diplomat is a man who always remembers a woman's birthday but never remembers her age. Unless you are educated in metaphor, you are not safe to be let loose in the world. A mother takes 20 years to make a man of her boy, and another woman makes a fool of him in 20 minutes. A person will sometimes devote all his life to the development of one part of his body, the wishbone. Families break up when they get hints you don't intend and miss hints that you do. You've got to love what's lovable, and hate what's hateable. It takes brains to see the difference. Most of the change we think we see in life is due to truths being in and out of favor. A poem begins in delight and ends in wisdom. Always fall in with what you're asked to accept. Take what is given, and make it over your way. My aim in life has always been to hold my own with whatever's going. Not against, with. My goal in life is to unite my avocation with my vocation, as my two eyes make one inside. My sorrow, when she's here with me, thinks these dark days of autumn rain are beautiful as days can be. She loves the bare, the withered tree, she walks the sodden pasture lane. Style is that which indicates how the writer takes himself and what he is saying. It is the mind skating circles around itself as it moves forward. The best things and best people rise out of their separateness. I'm against a homogenized society because I want the cream to rise. The worst disease which can afflict executives in their work is not, as popularly supposed, alcoholism, it's egotism. The chief reason for going to school is to get the impression fixed for life that there is a book side for everything. Love is an irresistible desire to be irresistibly desired. No tears in the writer, no tears in the reader. No surprise in the writer, no surprise in the reader. Home is the place where, when you have to go there, they have to take you in. A poet never takes notes. You never take notes in a love affair. The greatest thing in family life is to take a hint when a hint is intended and not to take a hint when a hint isn't intended. There are two kinds of teachers, the kind that fills you with so much quail shot that you can't move, and the kind that just gives you a little prod behind and you jump to the skies. Don't ever take a fence down until you know why it was put up. We dance round in a ring and suppose, but the secret sits in the middle and knows. By working faithfully 8 hours a day you may eventually get to be boss and work 12 hours a day. Happiness makes up in height for what it lacks in length. I hold it to be the inalienable right of anybody to go to hell in his own way. Forgive me my nonsense, as I also forgive the nonsense of those that think they talk sense. Education doesn't change life much. It just lifts trouble to a higher plane of regard. Two roads diverged in a wood and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. No tears in the writer, no tears in the reader. No surprise in the writer, no surprise in the something we were withholding made us weak, until we found it was ourselves. We love the things we love for what they are. If we couldn't laugh, we would all go insane. Take care to sell your horse before he dies. The art of life is passing losses on. We dance round in a ring and suppose, but the secret sits in the middle and knows. A liberal is a man too broad-minded to take his own side in a quarrel.